Oak was a born explorer. From the moment he could walk, he was drawn to the unknown. The stories of the shimmering tavern were his lifeblood. He'd sit for hours, captivated by the tales spun by the old storyteller. Each tale was a seed, planting a thirst for the unknown deep within him. On one occasion, he was captivated by a story of a man who had met his future wife-to-be up on the mountains. The man and woman were both explorers, and the woman had promised to leave her husband for him. Oak drank it all in, his eyes wide with wonder and his heart pounding with excitement. He yearned to experience it himself, to step into the shoes of the adventurers he so admired. Adventure was in his blood, coursing through his veins like a wild river. Oak knew that one day he would leave the safety of the tavern and embark on his own journey. He would face dangers and overcome obstacles, just like the heroes in the stories. And when he returned, he would have his own tales to tell, stories that would inspire the next generation of adventurers. The call of adventure was strong, and Oak was ready to answer it. One night, a hushed tale gripped the tavern, a story of the Mountain of Echoes. It was said to hold forgotten treasures. Its peak pierced the clouds, shrouded in legend. Some dismissed it as myth, not Oak. He felt a pull, a magnetic draw. The mountain called to him. It whispered of forgotten times and untold secrets. The Mountain of Echoes. It was more than just a story. It was a challenge. And Oak was ready to answer. Oak had always been a man of curiosity, a seeker of truths hidden beneath layers of time. The tales of the Mountain of Echoes had always fascinated him, but tonight they felt different. They resonated with a deeper part of his soul, awakening a sense of purpose he hadn't felt in years. The storyteller's words painted vivid images in his mind, ancient ruins, hidden pathways, and the promise of discovery. He could almost see the mountain's rugged terrain, feel the cold wind that swept across its slopes, and hear the faint whispers that legends spoke. The map before him was old and tattered, but it held the key to his journey. Each line and mark told a story of explorers who had come before him, some who had returned with tales of wonder, and others who had vanished without a trace. As the night wore on, Oak's resolve only grew stronger. He knew the journey would be perilous, fraught with unknown dangers and challenges. But the call of the mountain was too strong to ignore. It was as if the very essence of the mountain was reaching out to him, urging him to uncover its secrets. With each item he packed, he felt a step closer to his destiny. The next morning, as the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, Oak set out on his journey. The mountain loomed in the distance, its peak shrouded in mist and mystery. Every step he took was filled with anticipation and a sense of adventure. The whispers of the mountain echoed in his mind, guiding him forward. This was more than just a quest for treasure. It was a journey to uncover the truths of the past and to find his own place in the world. With each passing day, Oak felt the mountain's presence grow stronger. The path was treacherous, but his determination never wavered. He knew that the Mountain of Echoes held something extraordinary, something that could change his life forever. And as he ventured deeper into the unknown, he couldn't help but feel that he was on the brink of a great discovery. The mountain had called to him, and he was ready to answer. Dawn broke. Oak prepared for his journey. He packed only essentials: rope, flint, his trusty compass. Each item a testament to his resolve. His heart pounded with anticipation. Every step away from the familiar was a step closer to the unknown. Fear was present, but excitement was his guide. The mountain loomed large, a formidable challenge. But Oak was ready. He embraced the unknown. The ascent was treacherous. The mountain tested him. Winds howled like wolves. Rain lashed at his face. The sky thundered, but Ulk pressed on, undeterred. Then disaster struck. A deafening roar. The ground trembled. A rock slide crashed down, blocking his path. Fear threatened to consume him. But Ulk was a survivor. He dug deep, found his footing. He would not be broken. The mountain would not defeat him. Section 5. Ancient Writings. He found a way through. The path led to a hidden cave. Inside, ancient symbols adorned the walls. They spoke of a forgotten language, a lost civilization. Ulk traced the symbols with his fingers. He felt a connection to the past. A sense of wonder filled him. The mountain was alive with history. These weren't just markings, they were stories, whispers from the past. Ulk was determined to listen, to understand. Section 6. The Mountain's Knowledge. Deep within the cave, he encountered a spirit, a guardian of the mountain's secrets. The spirit spoke of the treasure, but it came with a warning. The true treasure, the spirit boomed, is not for the greedy, it is for those who seek knowledge, for those who will share its wisdom. Ulk listened intently. He understood this was a test. The mountain demanded respect, it demanded responsibility. Section 7. Triumph and Revelation. He emerged from the cave forever changed. The final climb was the hardest, but his spirit was unbreakable. He reached the summit victorious. There, amidst the clouds, lay the treasure. But it wasn't gold or jewels, it was a chamber filled with scrolls and artifacts, knowledge from a bygone era. Ulk had found something far greater than riches. He had found enlightenment. The mountain had revealed its true treasure. Section 8. The True Treasure. He descended the mountain, his heart overflowing. Ulk had met a beautiful lady who lived up in the mountains. She was a true goddess, and like all gods and goddesses, was faithful only to her partner. She gave Ulk what the mountains couldn't. Metal oars, which Ulk had never seen before. He carried the scrolls and metal oars with reverence, the lessons learned, the growth he experienced, and he couldn't wait to share his wisdom. Section 9. The Gift of Knowledge. He returned to the shimmering tavern a changed man. He shared his story, the dangers faced, the wisdom gained. He unveiled the treasure knowledge. The townspeople listened, spellbound. The scrolls told of forgotten history, of science and art. Then came the big surprise. Ulk laid out on the table samples of metal he had extracted from the mountain. It was not gold, not silver, not bronze, nor any metal they had ever seen before on earth. The people were left speechless. Section 10. A legacy ignited. Ulk's journey became legend. His name was whispered in the winds that swept across the valleys and echoed through the canyons. The tales of his adventures were passed down from generation to generation, each retelling adding a new layer of mystique and wonder. The Mountain of Echoes was no longer just a story. It had transformed into a beacon of hope and a testament to human resilience. The once mythical peak now stood as a monument to the indomitable spirit of those who dared to dream beyond the horizon. It was a symbol of courage, of the pursuit of knowledge. Every step taken on its rugged paths was a step towards self-discovery and enlightenment. The mountain challenged the body, but more importantly, it tested the mind and spirit. His tale inspired others to embark on their own adventures. Young and old, experienced and novice, all felt the pull of the Mountain of Echoes. They kept asking, where is the gold? Where is the silver, the bronze? Where is the mysterious metals which could not be found anywhere on earth, which Ulk had found? To seek, to learn, to explore. These were the tenets that Ulk had lived by. and they became the guiding principles for those who followed in his footsteps. The forest trails, the hidden valleys, and the uncharted territories called out to them, promising secrets waiting to be uncovered. He had kindled a fire in their hearts. Around campfires under starlit skies, stories of Olk's precious metals were shared. These tales not only entertained, but also ignited a spark of adventure in the listeners, urging them to search for treasures themselves. Olk's legacy lived on, not in gold or jewels, but in the spirit of adventure he awakened. The true treasure was the courage to face the unknown, the wisdom gained from the journey, and the bonds formed along the way. The Mountain of Echoes had echoed, its call answered. The legacy of Olk was not just in the stories told, but in the lives transformed. There were some who, having not found any treasures, had said, "I won't be returning to these mountains ever again." And there were others who carried a piece of Olk's spirit with them and were thankful for simply being alive. The mountain's call had been answered, and its echoes would continue to inspire generations of explorers.
Climbing the peaks under blue open skies.